Welcome back. For this session, we will be talking about the new Cartesian sign convention for lenses, important points for measuring distances for convex lens, and important points for measuring distances for concave lens. So let's start with the first topic, the new Cartesian sign convention for lenses. I will explain this with the help of a diagram. As you can see here, this line stands for the lens. This line represents the lens, and this other line represents the principal axis. On the principal axis, you will see the f2s, which stands for the second principal focus, and on the left side, you will see the f1s, the two f1s. These represent the first principal focus, and right in the middle you will see the letter O, which stands for the optical center, and this line and O represents the object. Now the first rule for the new Cartesian sign convention is all distances are measured from the optical center O. That means that any distance that you measure, either it be on the left side or on the right side, it should start from the optical center O, which is right here. The second rule is that distances measured from the optical center in the direction of the incident light are taken as positive. That means this is the direction of the incident light that goes from left to right. So the distance is always measured starting from the optical center. Now any distance that is on the right side will be positive because it goes towards the direction of incident light. The third rule is that the distances measured from the optical center against the direction of incident light is taken as negative. That means that starting from the optical center, anything towards the left, any distance measured starting from the optical center towards the left side is considered as negative. This is because the distance that you measure from the optical center towards the left side goes against the direction of light. Hence, it is termed as negative, and vice versa for the right side. So hence, anything on the right side will be positive and anything on the left side will be negative. Now, the next rule, distances measured upward and perpendicular to the principal axis are taken as positive. So this is the principal axis. So that means the rule states that anything that is upwards and perpendicular, this is a perpendicular line, and anything which is upwards and measured from the optical center towards the upward side, anything that means the height, if it's upward, then it is considered as positive. And the next rule is that the distances measured downward and perpendicular to the principal axis are taken as negative. That means that this is again the principal axis, as you know by now. Anything that is measured from the optical center towards the downside and is perpendicular to the principal axis is considered as negative. The next topic is important points for measuring distances for convex lens. In the case of convex lens, there are two images that can be formed, a real image and a virtual image. Now we look at when an image is real image is formed, what happens? So the distance of the object u is always negative. The distance of the object u from the optical center is always negative. The distance of the image from the optical center is always positive, always. And then the focal length of the lens is always positive in the case of a convex lens. Now, here in the next case, when it is a virtual image, the distance of the object U is always negative. The distance of the image V is always negative, but the focal length of the lens is always positive. Hence, in a convex lens, the focal length is always positive. In the case of a convex lens, if you imagine that this lens is a convex lens, the principal focus is towards the right side. Hence, the focal length is measured from O to the second principal focus. Hence, it is always positive. Since the object is always towards the left side, it is negative, and since the image is towards the right side, it is positive in the case of real image. However, in the case of a virtual image, since the image is formed towards the left side, it is negative. It is always negative. Now, important points for measuring distances for concave lens. When the image is virtual, distance of the object U, distance of the image V, and focal length of the lens F are always negative. The focal length is negative because in the case of a virtual image, everything is negative in the case of concave lens because the focal length which is F, the focal length which is on the left side starts from the optical center towards F1, which is the first principal focus, and it is moving against the direction of incident light, and anything that moves against the direction of incident light is negative. The object is towards the left side and hence it is negative. The image is also formed at F1 or towards the left side and hence it is also negative. It forms towards the left side because in the case of concave lens, all the rays are diverging and not converging like in the case of convex lens. That is it for this session. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Please like and hit the subscribe button. And if you need help in solving problems, you can check out the next video. And if you have any other questions, you can leave a comment below.